you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of our little sanguophage blood cult. And speaking of blood cults, we're getting a little excessive on the amount of vampires we have around here because, of course, Ashley turned up. Ashley, where'd you go, kid? There you are. Ashley turned up, who is another sanguophage that we've taken prisoner, and obviously we're going to convert them over to our cause, because why wouldn't we? So that's 3 vampires that I have got to keep stocked up with hemogen, and I'm thinking to myself over the long haul, I need a larger prison because I really need to create an effective and efficient blood farm. I know efficient is not a word that we commonly hear around the channel, but I've just got sort of a mishmash of prisoners. I need dedicated blood farms around here, and my prison is all over the map. I've got 3 different prison rooms down here. As I commonly do, I'm often taking a lot of prisoners. It's one of my favorite parts about RimWorld. This does not need to be a prison anymore. So what I'm going to do is create a better prison and then move everyone over there. And I thought, I've been saving this room for a while. I was thinking about converting it into another throne room for the potential endgame of royalty, but this could also be a fairly decent prison. I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct this, and then we're going to rethink what's going on in this room. So what if I got a lot of stone blocks of marble and then some slate? We are, guys, team, we are working on stone blocks, right? Okay, we are theoretically working on stone blocks. We just don't seem to be doing it very quickly. I do have a lot of other things for them to be doing right now. Speaking of vampires in general, what's the countdown on when you two guys can turn somebody else into yet another vampire? 22 days on you, and where is Scathe? Scathe, 18 days on you. Okay, that's coming up fast. Kirk, I am looking in your direction. Kirk, something's going to change with you. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But I'm going to make you into a vampire. Because that way, either it's going to cure a lot of your problems, of which you have many, or we're going to have a vampire with dementia, which I think is one of the more exciting things that I've ever heard. The work on the ship continues apace, as the kids say these days, hashtag continues apace, with the goal of getting the larger fuel tank in here to take up less space and maybe some more batteries and things like this. I don't really need this much spaceship, but we're going to have it anyway. Also, could we get these blocks out of here? That's very, very unsightly. All right, move things on a little bit quicker here. We're going to get this deconstructed, and then what can I do right now? In terms of marble, I've got some marble. So let's go ahead and do a marble wall like down here. And actually, hold that thought. I'm going to make this even bigger. My idea is I'm going to have a lot of prisoners who are just being blood farmed. It's going to be like that Coma movie, except I don't think they actually blood farmed. It'll be more like that Blade movie where they did actually blood farm them. So, yeah, cancel that out. Let's make this even bigger. I'm going Supermax prison here. We're going to have a huge, huge prison. Take that out to like there. Okay. This, I don't know what I'll do. Something will happen over there. I'm just not sure what it is yet, which is very, very exciting. I love it when I don't know what I'm doing. I do. It's a really exciting time for me. Okay, what else could we be getting on with around here? This is moving. Okay, people are doing things here. Yeah, we're going to move the thrusters down to here, because otherwise these thrusters obviously will not work there. These ones will. Yeah, those ones will be fine. We're going to move those 2 thrusters down to there. This will be bigger. Get the larger tank in there. And speaking of prisoners, you know, speaking of prisoners, now that I say that, what sort of, like, camps are around the area? Are there any? Like, what do we got over here? There's like a hunting work site. That's got 11 people in it. I bet at least a few of those would like to become prisoners. Not much else, though, is there? I mean, unless I actually go up against another faction. I've got the Yawit over here. I wonder how many people are over there. Am I actually going to start taking the raids to them? And instead of them raiding me, do I maybe go and raid them? And, you know, get some food, because we eat people, get some blood, because we drink their blood, and get some prisoners so we can drink more blood. Well, that is just a fascinating idea. I think I've got the manpower and, more importantly, the firepower to do that. This is a fairly strong colony, all things considered. I mean, we've had setbacks, there's no lie. We've lost Voltstron. Voltstron's down here right now. Voltstron was a very vital member of the community. Now Voltstron is less vital in that Voltstron is dead. So we had setbacks. I'm not saying we haven't had setbacks. But Voltstron didn't die to war. Voltstron died to disease. That's really kind of on Voltstron, isn't it? Should have washed your hands after using the facilities, huh? All right, a little basic hygiene. That's all you needed there, Voltstron. A little basic hygiene. What are we researching right now? The piano. Oh, God, thank goodness for that. We've been sorely lacking a piano around here. Kaylina's jamming out on the harpsichord, and Mila's really loving that. Mila and Lisa, my vampire overlords here. I love this. This is great. Lisa just sitting at the left hand of Mila. This is so perfect. I love this colony. I really do. This is one of my favorite colonies that I've ever put together here. Speaking of firepower, what have we got for weapons down here? We've got an SMG kicking around. Oh, you know what it's time to do? Let's go down and see who's dropped weapons and who hasn't. So you're armed. You're armed with a bolt-action rifle. And you're actually quite good at shooting. Why don't you get something a little more high-powered there, kid? Sissy, go get an SMG. LMG, obviously Lisa has the laser. Scratch has got the heavy SMG. Jonesy, the Hellcat rifle. Scathe, machine pistol. You're actually really good at shooting. Why are you rocking a machine pistol? Go get an assault rifle. And then Kaylina and Kirk don't really do anything. I mean, Kaylina is good at punching, but we're not really going to bring Kaylina in for much of that. And Kirk is completely useless. So that's not really going to come together. We do have the new royal bedroom going on down here. This is exciting. Do I have... What does an end table cost? Do I maybe think I could get a jade end table? 30. So if I said jade end table, also 30. How about we get a nice, gorgeous, come on, flip that around, jade end table right here. And then I'll do something nice in a dresser that I haven't really determined yet. Get things moving faster again. I'd like to get the ship finished, sort of. So one of these rooms, if we did go a raiding, one of these rooms could be a prison. We could take prisoners back here. Bishop's doing very well, but Bishop's having a good time doing this. Oh, he's loving this. Bishop, you are really good. I'm so glad we brought you on board. I can't stress that enough. It took a while. No lie, Bishop. It took a while. If I put this here, it will be blocked by the steel wall. Okay, so I've got to move this yet again. Once again, I've completely... Could we get this to live, like, anywhere but where it is right now? What if we tucked it up here? I'm not sure if I can use this room to store things without borking the original quest. You know what? I'm going to give it a shot, though. Just going to give that a shot. How about we said there's a stockpile zone right here just for mortar shells. So copy that, paste it over here, delete that one, just get all of this done, and then we're going to tear down all of this because none of this is working out. The whole having the little room to store the mortar things in, just not working out, tear it all down. Oh, hey, by the way, Dave, why don't you remember to take the roof off? Because otherwise the roof will fall down. So no roof here, no roof anywhere here. Nope, take all of this down. Thank you very much. Don't roof any of that. Thank you. And then move this over to here. I know it's blocked right now, but it won't be forever. It'll be fine. Okay, we've moved the things over there, and nobody said, oh no, you've ruined the quest to build that building. It's probably long enough ago that we actually own that building now, rather than just sort of having it to rent. This is all done. So what I need them to do is start deconstructing this bit. And then we can get moving on that. So one of these rooms could be a prison. That is not the worst idea I've ever had. I've had far worse ideas, and it's only like 9:30 in the morning. I've had way worse ideas than that. Okay, plans are coming together. So move number 1. Ashley, what's your problem? Do you need some hemogen? No, you're fine on hemogen right now. How's your health? Yeah, you've been bitten. That's going to happen. I think that's just your death resting little notification there. Tortured artist, yeah, that's not great. Actually, everything else you're basically fine with. You're mostly fine with virtually everything that's going on there. I regret releasing that other prisoner now. I really do need to construct a better blood farm. Hacky, what are we doing with you these days? We are reducing your resistance, but we're not necessarily recruiting you. You have some skills, but boy, that depressive thing, that's worse than tortured artist, and you're neurotic. You're going to break faster. And you're going to break faster anyway because you're a depressed... Wait, whoa, medical emergency. What? Chaz? What's Chaz's problem? You have no problem. You're fine. Extreme infection. You'll be fine, kid. 97.7. You're going to shake that off in a sec. Remind me, Chaz, are you any good? Yeah, you're the 16-year-old. So your skills are nominal, but they're going to get better. You've got a long life ahead of you. I mean, not in this colony, but you've got a long life ahead of you under normal circumstances. Yeah, this is going to look good. Could I get somebody in here just to kind of bang that bit out? Because that's... Actually, hang on. Do I want to do that? Because where am I going to put a door? I put a door here. Yeah, this is all fine. Just keep doing your thing there. Just somebody go... Kirk, what are you doing these days? You're sleeping. Of course you are. Why would you not be? And where did we get on making a new weapon for Mila? Because we're pretty sure... Oh, we did the breach axe. Yeah, I just saw it down here. We're pretty sure that Mila dropped her amazing warhammer on another map, and obviously that's been burned at this point. So, Mila, why don't you get a plasteel breach axe? It's better than nothing. You really only do, close quarters combat, so you can have that. And then what are you... Oh, you're making tea. Okay, good. Yeah, we do have a bunch of genetic drug addicts here, so that's a good thing. Oh, there's an infestation. Super. Where? Oh, bummer. Sad. Sad. Very, very sad. Hey, team, like literally everyone, could we all kind of focus in over here? Because it's in Lisa's... Oh, hang on. Actually, hold that door open. It's in Lisa's bedroom. You see, that's the problem there. So if we could all kind of huddle up down here. How about we take some of you and put you down here, like this, and then maybe a couple of you could be... like here. Okay, yeah, it's just that we've got bugs, kids. We've got bugs. Mila, I need you to kind of be up close and personal if you could. Yep, ladies coming in. Jonesy, why don't you kind of peel over here? Okay, this will be broadly fine. Why don't you come over here? Oh, this is going to wreck Lisa's bedroom. I just made that real nice for her, too. Scathe, come on over here. Actually, you're also a vampire, so I gotta remember to use your piercing smile. Okay, things are happening. Okay, everything's happening right now. So let's pierce your spine, first of all. Scathe, why don't you come down to, like, here, so you'll be in better range with your spine piercing nonsense. You also pierce spines. There we go. Okay, yeah, this things are happening here. Things are happening. Why don't you pierce his spine, or your own? I'm not really sure how it works, actually. You guys are all dead. It's just that they're still here. So, no, don't repair a wooden door. Just go here. Just go, Mila, don't challenge me today. Go here. I just need to attract their attention. Okay, they're not attracted. Come over here. Scathe, just start shooting things. There we go. Okay, back off. And Mila, come over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's working out a little bit better there. Lasers are coming in. Cool. Scathe will deal with most of that. And then if we could just send a small team sort of here-ish to take out the last one. Thank you. And then back off a little bit, guys. Back off a little bit. Okay, and more shooting. And we're done? We're done. Okay. That seemed to go all right. Hang on. You two guys. Actually, you two. Come over in here and deal with the hives. And then the rest of you could just sort of go about your business here. Heal up anything you need to heal up. I don't think we took too much out of that. Yeah, shoot all of this, please. Shoot anything. Wow. Okay, you know what? It's... you blew up the bed. I'm just saying, you blew up the bed. That was Lisa's bed. She liked that bed. She liked to sleep in it. Okay, she was good at that. Bishop, you're just showing up now, are you? Okay, no. Allow everything. Just everybody go off duty. That's what I'm asking you to do. There you go. And we can have that. All right, Lisa, we're going to work on... I did the end table wrong. Okay. We're going to work on your bed at some point in the reasonably near future, I guess. Just don't bother holding that open anymore. Okay. Yeah, the gene bag needs power. Oh, the obelisk has gone all squirrely. Could we go... Jonesy, could you go talk that thing off the ledge, please? Thank you. Yeah, we don't... I really should probably just let that thing explode and deal with the fallout from it, but here we are. I'm clearly not. Okay, putting all that aside, Bishop's coming in to do the thing. There you go. Thank you, kid. Putting all of that aside, I could just make this Lisa's new bedroom. That's not the worst idea. Yeah, Lisa, just for todaysies, why don't you just have this bedroom? You'll love it. It's a really, really nice bedroom. And then let's do maybe slate dresser. What? Drifter's hope for aid. Yeah, keep hoping. Keep hoping there. Let's have a slate dresser, like here-ish. Okay. What is it you want? Is it money? 700 silver? And Scathe will be unhappy if we don't do it. How much money do I have? Alright. Wait, why is human meat rotting away? Have we not got in... Oh, because the power is out. Of course it is. Of course it is. Well, that's going to warm the place up because it's fairly warm outside. Okay, it is what it is. You know what? We will definitely kill more humans. I assure you. We'll have more humans dead very, very soon, I would estimate. And we'll get all of that back on track. We'll get all the human meat back on track. We need to clean up this room. Yes, more human meat is rotting away. That's a shame. It's a shame to waste human flesh. What was I doing before I was so rudely interrupted and all of my human flesh decaying? What? Roof? Oh, I told you guys to take the roof off. Why do you do things out of order? Why do you vex me so? This can get destroyed. Hang on. Let's use some things going on here. So take out this foundation. And did you do the other one yet? Why am I one? Oh, I must have copied one instead of moving it. Okay, well, I don't really need that anymore. Go ahead and just deconstruct that one. This is getting all put together. Let's start moving some of these things like down in the corner here. So reinstall these down here and that. Now reinstall that down here and then make a copy of one here of some extra battery power. Okay. These all work now, right? Yes, all the thrusters will work. I have maximum thrust right now. All the thrusting is happening. Let's get actually all of these deconstructed. And then we'll put in the nicer one, the chem fuel bank. Get that going right up in there. And then do some nice wood floors to make it pretty around here. Okay, how much wood do I have right now? 1,000 units of wood. No problem. Let's get some nice wood flooring. I know, I was doing other things, but now I've become obsessed with the wood flooring. We're going to have wood flooring in here. It's going to look nice and pretty. Everybody's going to love it. Okay, that's all coming together. Neat. Go back to my Uber prison down here. Let's get this going. What have I got for a nice bulky door? I can still do the door out of marble. That's a nice bulky, firm door there. So one marble door, please. Going to live right in there. And then this is going to be my new prison. How are we doing for power over here? Yeah, we could stand to get some power coming into this neck of the woods. Let's bring power cables like right into here. You know, just cross them over there. Oh yeah, we can't go that way. That was very silly. That's fine. Just leave it as is. Everything is fine exactly as it is. This room's back up to snuff. Lisa's probably having a great time in her new room. And there's a minor break risk. Don't really care. Scathe, what is your problem? I kind of do care, actually. Body purist disgusted. Yeah, you're a vampire. Yeah, we butcher people. Yeah, apparently you're vaguely naked and that you don't have a hat or something. I don't really know what your gig is. Is anyone researching right now? I'd like to get this tech print applied. No, we're not doing any of that. Okay, well, let's keep moving on the whole Uber prison then. So let's do some flooring in there, like that. And this is going to be nice and spacious. Everybody's going to love it. And by spacious, I mean plenty of room for more prisoners. So many prisoners are going to live down here. It's going to be awesome. Everybody's going to love it. And then I can convert this room into, I don't know, another bedroom, maybe? How's the freezer temp now? Good there. And where's my other freezer? Good over here. Okay. We won't lose any more human meat. Excellent. Do I really need these barricades anymore? Not really. Not really sure why I have those. How are we doing up here? Okay, things are happening. Things are definitely happening up here. That bookcase could get moved somewhere slightly more sensible. Let's put that maybe down here. There's no actual books in it. But, you know, hope springs eternal. I could make this into a little better dormitory. And then we could have more storage space when we leave. Could also put up some more shelves. I don't know if we really need to do that. Did we fill the tank? Yeah, the tank is totally full. Okay. What? This could be a prison. This isn't. I could make that into a kitchen area. Move the dining table in there and move... Let's just have a think about that. Let's reinstall that over here. Okay, and then we're going to reinstall the butcher table, because we do kill a lot of people. So, you know, we should have an ample area to butcherize them. Put that over there. I don't really need to stress chairs right at the moment. We can certainly think about that. How about we move this over here? Like, say, that? Just to, it'll limit the number of seats we're going to have, but that's fine. Reinstall that there, and then these two sort of here and here. Like that, and like that. And then this one you can just deconstruct. All right, we're going to put all of that stuff, we're going to move everything around over here. One of these this could actually be a recreation room too, but then where am I going to put prisoners? Got to put prisoners somewhere. Can't just have... Yeah, the beggars are leaving empty-handed. Sorry, Scathe. I'm not interested in giving up a ton of money. That's what I was doing before I was interrupted. I knew I was doing something. I often am. Okay, next. We've done that. It's been successfully completed by blowing them off. I've got that bit. I understand that bit. What? Collection of valuables. What is it? 12 manhunting monitor lizards are guarding a tech print for circadian influence. I mean, that is nice. I'm almost never going to turn down a tech print. Speaking of which, Jonesy, could you go apply that one? Because that's flesh shaping, and that gets us noses. That's important. We're always losing noses around here. Boy, I'd love to sell these straps. I would if like someone desperate for straps came by, that would be awesome. I've got a whole bunch of slave straps from a trading quest that never worked out, and I'm still sitting on them. Yeah, see, we've only got 13 hemogen for 3 different vampires. That's not much. How's my things going over here? Okay, we've done all of that. Cool, so let's start to get some things going. So do some wall lamps like here, and then here. And then we're going to get a bunch of beds in here. Just wooden beds will be fine. I mean, they are prisoners after all. So how about 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Don't do anything. Might be smarter to do them there. I'll get more if we put them on the opposite wall there. And again, we're going for quantity here, not quality. So yeah, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And just how about some regular wooden end tables? We're going to keep everybody nice and comfy. Reduce the chance that they're going to freak out and start doing something stupid. And then a wooden dresser over here can sit right in the middle. And then some kind of table for them. That I can just move from here. I can move a lot of this stuff. I could have moved any of this stuff, but I clearly haven't. So there we go. So a table there. And then we're going to move your chairs as well. All right, Uber Prison is starting to look really good right now. There's just maximum prisoners, maximum blood. Move that heater down there, too. No reason they can't have a little bit of heat down here. So move this down to here. And then, you know what? Can I move the plant pot? Yeah. Let's shove this thing down here, too. They'll have less to complain about. Put it right next to the heater so it burns. Okay. Everybody go do everything that I just told you to do, preferably within the order that I told you to do it. And how are we looking over here? Okay, yeah, things are definitely happening. I could do a couple more. These are unnecessary. I don't need these areas here, but I kind of like them aesthetically, so they might just stay there. How about we did some of the steel tiles in here? I like the steel tiles. I think they look fun. And then same over here. So that, what? Kirk's on a work frenzy. We won't notice. Nobody will notice the difference if he's moving quickly, I assure you. It's going to look exactly the same as regular Kirk. Okay. The research now on the piano is almost done. And I think after that, why don't we get into some armor? That would be a really good idea. I mean, sure, compact weaponry, absolutely. Noses, absolutely. But some better armor would be a really good idea. Maybe we'll just start with the flak outfits and go from there. Because, yeah, Jonesy's going to figure out piano momentarily. And then all of these are going to be for prisoners. So, prisoner bed. No. Okay, we've done piano. Cool. I'll get back to you in a sec. No, close everything. These are all just for prisoners. Hang on, what? There's a mad muffalo. All right. Where is the muffalo? The muffalo is over here. Okay, cool. Who did a masterwork what? We've done a masterwork bed. And again, Kirk is apparently moving slightly faster than he used to. Neat. Here's what we want to do. These are no longer prisoner beds. So no prisoner bed. No prisoner bed. These are for colonists. Yes, I know. I know they're going to lose ownership of it. Confirm that. We'll move everybody around. Don't worry. We're going to move everybody around. It's all going to be fine. Yes. And then there's another one around here somewhere. Yeah, Chaz. You don't get any of this. So this is all for colonists. And then hopefully everyone's going to go by and move prisoners around, right? We're all going to move prisoners around. Yes. Yeah, at some point. It's just the doors are wide open, and I kind of just... Kirk's confused. He's probably confused because he's moving slightly faster than he used to. That will happen to anyone. The Muffalo's still going mad. I mean, I could send somebody out there to deal with that. I don't know if we really need to. Okay, just for having the conversation, who's supposed to be in charge of warning Mila? You love prisoners. Could we... Yeah, take Chaz to bed here. Take Chaz to bed. And I assume by that you mean, yeah, you're going to the new prison. Okay, good. We do need a research project, you're right. How about we go with my idea of getting better armor around here? We certainly don't have that. So let's get that going. Muffalo, still very mad. All right, the floors are going in. I think this is going to be a prison. On the off chance we can take some people, prisoner, really, is what I'm going with there. I'm also going to start to load up some more meals in there. So we are allowing... Okay, so on this floor, we're not putting anything at all. We could put in packaged survival meals over there. You're allowed to do that. And you know what? You can put hemogen. How much do I want to put hemogen over there? You know what? They can go get it if they need it. They can get it if they need it. So let's put hemogen over there. It's not like they're not allowed in the ship. Okay, that's all going to work out fine. And then let's go with that idea of getting some more packaged survival meals. Because if we're going to go a raiding... What? Bulk goods trader. Ooh, perfect. I love those guys. They have bulk goods. Let's get 125 of those. There we go. Thank you. Where are they? Caravan, even better. They might deal with my Muffalo issue. Do you see a mad Muffalo down there? No, I think they already dealt with it. Nope, they dealt with something else. Somebody killed something down there. Fine. Totally fine. Mila, you want to go chit-chat to these people? Where's your trader? There we go. Go talk to the Brio people. They love you. They do. They're big Mila fans. We've moved all the prisoners. Excellent. Good, good, good. Hey, Chaz, what are your major complications these days? Wow, we shot you a lot, and we punched you so many times. But you're over the infection thing, so that's done. Ashley, how are you doing? Okay, genes regrowing. Yep. Yep, okay. And how are we doing on converting you? Because you're weird. You're basically into exactly what we're into, but slightly different, so we are going to convert you over time. And Chaz, how's your conversion going? Very well. You're almost done with Ashley's nonsense. Soon you'll be into our nonsense. It'll be fantastic. It's basically the same thing, Ashley. It's worshipping vampires. You're not really going to notice any difference at all. Okay, what? Wow. Even with all the meat I lost, I have 1,100 units of human meat. I've killed so many people and butchered them. It's just... It's dark. It's not right. Insect jelly can go. Flamingo eggs. Do I want flamingo eggs? I don't think that I do. Human leather can probably go because that is very valuable. Yeah, wow, 2,800 on that. 2,800. I've got a lot of drugs, too. See what they have. Do they have anything I actually want to buy? And we're looking like a no on this. Oh, I could get... Hang on. I'm getting rid of all those straps. Any straps. We're going to go strapless around here. There's some more straps. I don't think you guys are going to be able to buy my human leather. Tell you what, that trade thing didn't go very well, but the straps themselves are quite valuable. And there's another one up there. Yeah, the straps themselves, we make quite a bit of money on that. See, they don't have anything. They don't really have anything I want. Okay, go back up here. Yay, you've got dye. I'll take your herbal medicine. It's never going to be a bad idea to have more herbal medicine around here. If I get rid of all of this, we're down to... You still can't afford this. What do you have? What animals do you have? You got ducks? Okay, you got ducks. I don't really need ducks, per se. So this is a really, really terrible trader. Just awful. Okay, what else am I giving you that I can shave off here? I don't think you're going to be able to afford... Ooh, I've got that bionic stomach. I should put that in somebody who, you know, has a stomach. I could just get some basic meat. I'm not hurting for food. But I'd like to get rid of those straps, frankly. And I prefer they could afford them. How about you don't have the insect jelly? And what else am I trying to sell you here? Nothing really. We're down to straps at this point, aren't we? It's all about the straps. We make a lot of money in straps. That is not something I thought I'd say. But here we are. We make a lot of money in straps. If I bought all your caribou meat, sure. Sure. There we go. We're just going to have a lot of caribou meat. The fugitive outpost. Hostile Neanderthals. Okay. Where? Where is that in relation to us? Not terribly far. It's not completely far away. We could go over there and kill a bunch of people and maybe take some of them prisoner. That could be a fun way to spend a Tuesday. It's actually Fridays I'm recording this, but, you know, eventually it will be Tuesday. That's how days work. Glow pod, we could go ahead and deconstruct those. Don't really need those around here. And we're doing some things. So what are you doing over here? Oh, you're converting Chaz. Yeah, you probably should. I'm happier with my prison. Now my prison makes more sense. Now it's much more efficient to blood farm people. We don't need to go door to door doing this anymore. Lamp, I think you're just destined to be a blood farm for the rest of your life. Sorry, it's just I got 3 vampires to feed now, and potentially a 4th with Kirk. I'm very excited to see Kirk in action. And by action, I mean in action, because that's how Kirk kind of rolls. I'll leave these just as they are. Maybe I'll think about... I could turn that into a small dormitory if we got a refugee quest. They could kind of cram in there, although I have a lot of other... A lot is an exaggeration, but I have some other empty bedrooms kicking around here. What is my best next move? How's my flooring going over here? Because I'm very excited about my floors. I don't need 2 bookcases here. Not really sure why I put 2 bookcases down. I'm going to hazard a guess that I put a single bookcase down and then forgot it existed and said, oh, I should put a bookcase in here. And then I put another one down. That sounds like something I'd do. How could I rearrange the bedrooms here a little bit? How about what I could... This is incredibly risky because I'm sure they'll destroy it. I could block off this area and make that into a prison. Or even, like, right here could be a small prison. We've got good prisoners here, but I want to be able to take more prisoners. I want more on-the-go, red-hot prison action here. You say that, Dave. You've only got room for 1 more. There's only 1 more coming in. Although eventually, Ashley will be out of here. Chaz might be out of here. I kind of got a good feeling about Chaz. I do. Don't worry about eating non-cannibal food. We're totally going to have cannibalism. Cannibal's coming, kid. Don't worry. Yeah, I just like the fact that you've got a broad range of skills and you're very, very young. I mean, sure, you randomly set fire to things, but who doesn't? Who doesn't? I know I do. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on you, Chaz. I kind of got a good feeling about you. Anything we could be making? What are we making over here? Oh, the bionic spine. I think that one's for Kirk. Did somebody actually need a stomach, or did I just hallucinate that? I often do. No, any stomach-related issues here? No, Lisa. Boy, well, Lisa, we've done a lot with you. You want a stomach? Kid, I've given you virtually everything else. Scratch, you're missing a toe. That's not stomach-related, per se. We shoved a joy wire in Jonesy to cheer him up. Your toe was burned off, but you're basically fine. Your ring finger was cut off, but again, not stomach-related. And then we come down to Kirk. Okay. I will need... Again, Scathe, you're coming up pretty soon on that. What's your gig? 14 days. Okay, so less than a season. So by the time we get to autumn, we will be in good shape to make Kirk a vampire. I actually only intended on having the 1 vampire in this colony. You know, vampire overlord and whatnot. We've got 2.5 right now, and we're working on a third/fourth. Maybe I'll just make everyone a vampire. I mean, Mila will be up right after Scathe to transfer the genes. Could do that. Mostly it's about Kirk. I want to see what happens when you turn something like Kirk into a vampire. We are good on temp here. Yep, okay, we're good on temp. We've unroofed that. Now what? What could I be doing around here that would actually be valuable? I can't move these, right? No, I'd have to build a copy, and that is very intensive in terms of materials. So we won't be doing that. I do need to think about what to do with this room and that randomly floating bed, which is kind of vaguely annoying me. I could also just line all the beds up here. I still feel I want to make like a temporary prison in here. Why are you not powering up? Do you not have... Oh, because you're not connected to anything. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Yeah, go ahead and get connected into things. And the ship in general is not connected to the rest of the grid. So let's just run one power line up there. Wherever we park the ship next time, it's probably going to fall within that power line. And then everything else will kind of get crisscrossed together, and we'll actually be able to power up these batteries. Could think about a generator of some sort over here. That's a pretty decent idea. Maybe a chem fuel generator or two, just to maintain power in a nominal sense while we're somewhere else. In between putting up, I can certainly put up solar panels or something, but I'd have to get some steel and some components fairly quickly. Farming worksite, you say? Talk to me. Talk to me. Where are we again? We're up here. Oh boy, that is close by, isn't it? No, that's the logging worksite. That has 5 people in it. Boy, sure would be a shame if someone came over and murdered them. This is the farming worksite. It's got 2,857 toxic potatoes. Oh, good. I'm more interested in eating the people, but now that I kind of started this by saying maybe we take the raid to the raiders, kind of that's kind of interesting me. That's kind of, I'm having a good feeling about that. Mila needs death rest. Cool. That kind of creates a timeline for me, Mila. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Go ahead and start your death rest. That's fine. You can go knock that out. Got a couple of death rest toys in here, and you're basking in the glow of our dead colonists. Why are you not attached? That's weird. Got Hemogen in there. You're definitely attached. That's the glucosoid pump. Ooh, who got converted? Oh, Chaz. Oh, good. Chaz, we're gonna, just for todaysies, until I make a decision, we're just gonna reduce your resistance. I'm not gonna actively try and convert you now. But we're just going to reduce your resistance and kind of see how that goes. Ashley Lamp, where's... Okay, Hacky's right there. Okay. So, when Mila gets up from death rest in a few days, we could be in a position to go raid the raiders. I'm really excited by that idea. Probably take Mila or Scathe. I'd want one vampire on board. Bishop, definitely. Bishop's a great all-rounder. Possibly Lisa Laser. Of the two of those people, Bishop's the best doctor, right? Yeah, Bishop is the best doctor. Lisa does no doctoring. Bishop does do doctoring. You know what? Speaking of which, why don't we store all of our herbal medicine over here? So, not the good stuff, but store any of the herbal medicine over here. Make that important for right now. What do I have for medicine, by the way? Wait, I have no medicine? I have no medicine at all. Is that what I'm seeing here? That's no good. Why do we... Really? I have no medicine. We did use a lot of it with the plague thing. Or the flu or whatever we had. We did use a lot of medicine. Okay, kind of wish those traders had more medicine than they actually had. Alright, there's some going on here. Let's just harvest all of that. And I know we're making some in hydroponics. Maybe we make a little bit more in hydroponics. So let's turn this one over to heal root. And let's turn this one over to heal root. There we go. I could send... Yeah, low medicine. It's right there, Dave. I could send a trading team over to the Royals. I mean, Mila. Show me things that I like to look at. Okay. We could walk to the royals. We know we can do that very, very quickly. But if I don't really need to fly there. I've got a logging worksite down here. I've got the farming one down here, and I've got 2 raider camps over here. We could start kind of clearing everything out here. I definitely do at some point want to get over to the ancient stockpile. Do I maybe combo a little bit of that up? Do we maybe fly to one place? Okay, if I flew to the temperate forest here that has the toxic potatoes, I could kill a bunch of people, potentially take some of them prisoner, and get all of their potatoes. So win-win-win for me. And then go right over to the raider camp. We could probably, from there, walk to the raider camp. It's got a road. That would move very, very quickly. Oh, what do I want to do? If I go to the royals, what is the level? Knight. Okay, so Scathe would not be able to do that. Excuse me, Lisa Laser. I'm sorry, Lisa. Lisa Laser would not be able to do that because she's just a novice in the Empire. I wouldn't mind getting a quest that would bump her up a little bit, but also I don't want to miss any points for Lisa. For Mila. The whole point is to get her up in the royal tree as far as we can. Up in the royal tree. It sounds like a children's book of some sort that would have been written in, like, 1947, and it would have been very cutesy and just incredibly misogynistic at the same time. Up in the royal tree. I should write that and then claim that I wrote it like 100 years ago or whatever year we're in now. I'm never 100% sure. Okay, stop and evaluate. Where are we at? Mila's in death rest. Cool. So I think when Mila gets out of death rest, I will have made a decision on this room. We're going to start to stock up some stuff in here. Okay, we don't have no medicine. Whatever we just harvested, we put together some medicine there. Could we do that again? Is there other area? Yeah, let's just get all of this. And then, oh, there's the muffalo. We could eat that too as well. I guess it's not mad anymore. And then anything down here, just get all of this stuff harvested. So we're going to go on a bit of a flight. It may be sort of a combo mission. We may bounce around a little bit, depending on how we do. We may bounce around a little bit and maybe... Well, let's just call it what it is. I'm going to land places, kill people, take them prisoner. I'm just going on an extermination mission, and we might wrap it up with a little light trading with the royals. Okay, I think I'm in a good place here. We'll wrap it up on RimWorld for today. We'll come up with some more of this again next time. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I know your patience is wearing thin. My patience is wearing thin. I've killed a guy, and you walked in here in that shirt. What kind of umbrella is worth $1,600? Is it woven from unicorn tears? All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. I know you're all saying to yourselves, you know, where on YouTube do I think I could find this? Where do I think I could find this? And you're going to say to yourself, Dave's probably streaming right now.